I don't know why I get embraced by so many different, genres. I love all the different genres. I do like performing with Reba, and I love performing with Rascal Flatts, and I also love, doing stuff with Jeff Beck, and Joe Perry was fun. And I don't know. I tend to not pigeonhole myself because I don't want to be pigeonholed. So I always love to do something different. I guess that's why people are kind of like, well, we like her just because you never know what I'm gonna do. So I don't know. It's cool though. I like the sport. So. Everybody always says, "Oh, is this record you?" Like every time I come out with a record, they say that, and it's not that one is in particular just me. All of them are very much me. It's just different chapters, I guess, of your life. My December is this chapter, this recent chapter. So it is the most intimate record I've ever made. Obviously, because I wrote on every song, and on the previous records, I either wrote half the record or a bit on it. So the whole record is from my head and heart. So. I guess it is my most intimate, but I wouldn't say that this record is more me than my other records. All of them are me, so. On the new record, I'm kind of torn between two different songs on it that are my favorites. I love Sober and I love Irvine. For kind of the same kind of reason, just because it was I wrote them at such a low point in my life, and it's not that you want to harp on something like that, but you don't want to forget history because you don't want to repeat it. So I don't know. I think they're my favorites just because they're kind of inspiring for me to hear. So they're my favorites, though, Sober and Irvine. Yeah. I think it's funny how I worked really hard to get people to be like, no, American Idol's okay, it's cool. And now every known star in the world likes to perform on it. The same people that used to make fun of it. So I think that's funny and upsetting. But it is cool because people finally embraced it. Because it's like, you got to change with the times, even like record labels. They're having to change with technology. And music is not always going to be the same. And how people get in the industry is not always going to be the same. Some people come up through working backup singer jobs. Some people work clubs, if you're a band all the time. And now some people get recognized on TV. It's just, how it is. I think the thing that's most misunderstood about me, usually I don't have anything to say here when people ask me that kind of question, but I think the most misunderstood thing is probably people think I'm I'm gonna do things my way, and I'm not that person at all. I compromise a lot, to a certain extent of what I want, to compromise to, because I obviously don't want to compromise your beliefs, or your music or anything like that, but I'm very much a team player, and I think lately in the media, it's kind of been twisted that I'm not. So I just think that you should definitely, life is far too short to be miserable. So I think you should enjoy, especially as artists, or if you're a teacher, the way you teach, anything you're doing, your job, I think you should definitely enjoy it. And that's what matters most. So I don't know, I just think I'm like that little stupid kid dreamer, but I think that that's possible. So I'm fighting for that. My next CD is I'm working on it, and it's kind of like rock, blues, country, it's kind of a little bit of everything. And I think that's cool. I think it's silly how we tell people oh no, you're this artist, and oh no, you're this pop artist, and oh, you're country, and oh, you're, everybody always categorizes everyone. And which is funny because I don't listen to the same style of music in the car. I have different artists that I like, so I don't see why artists can't change and do stuff like that as well. So I think what keeps me grounded, I think that's who you put around you. My friends, I travel with my best friend and my brother, they could care less who I am. And I don't know, I think it's who you surround yourself with. I got a good team around me that I work with. And they'd pretty much probably knock me out if I try to do stupid diva stuff. So, which I'd welcome. I don't like yes people around me. I like people with ideas and opinions, and I'm not really, I don't live here in LA, so I think, I live in Texas and I live in 50 acres of land. So it's I don't know, I'm very chill, but I'm a workaholic, so that's probably why I'm not really one of the young Hollywood people either that's always in the limelight, because I'm either working really hard to where I don't have time for it, or I'm at home trying to escape everything. So I don't know, I think I stay down to earth definitely because of friends and family, so.